The Crypto.com card. I've had this and been using it now for well over a year, and in this video I'm going to talk through what it is, how it works, how you can get one, my experience using it, and whether I'm going to carry on using it going forward. I'm also going to go into the app to show you how the card works in the app in reality and show you some of my own transactions.
Drum roll, please.
First of all, a massive thank you to Crypto.com for sponsoring this video. They offer loads of different products. I use most of them, including the card, their staking feature, their recurring buy feature. I've got loads of videos on all of their different features that I will leave in the description. The final thing I'll say is before we get into the video, if you want to sign up to Crypto.com, use my referral link, the first link in the description. When you get the Ruby Steel card, you will also get $25 worth of crypto.
Easy money!
But let's get into the card. As you can see here, I've got the Ruby Steel card. They offer a few different tiers, and as you can see, you need to stake an amount to actually get a certain card. I'm going to come on to staking in a second, but just to show you these different tiers, of course you go from Midnight Blue, Ruby Steel, all the way up to Obsidian. Essentially, the more money you stake, the better perks you get. So the CRO rewards you can see is cashback, and then a bit further down, there's other benefits including Spotify reimbursement, Netflix reimbursement, Amazon Prime reimbursement, and so on. I, of course, as you can see, have the Ruby Steel card. I'm going to come on to that one a bit more in a second. That's obviously probably the most affordable one for most people because you don't need 300k to get the Obsidian card. But first of all, let me explain staking. So how staking works is you essentially need to buy a set amount of CRO and stake that amount, so lock it up for 6 months to then actually get those perks. So with the Ruby Steel card, you need to buy £300 worth of CRO. So CRO or CRO is Crypto.com's native token. So that's essentially their own cryptocurrency. So I guess that's how they quote unquote sort of get you, because you need to invest into them, you need to trust them, believe in them, and you lock up that money for 6 months. In the Ruby Steel case, it's £300. That money is then locked up, but that then essentially unlocks the Ruby Steel card. In that case of £300, you have £300 worth of CRO locked up, and that then unlocks the perks of the Ruby Steel card. And of course, the more you stake, the better card you get, the better perks that you get. Now, the amount that you actually stake will fluctuate. It's essentially an investment, the way to look at it. For example, once again with the Ruby Steel card, that's the one that I've got, so I'm going to talk about that one primarily. I invest £300 worth of CRO, that is then staked, and that amount will then fluctuate with the market. CRO has actually performed very well over the last 15 months since I've had this card, but of course that £300 in 6 months time could be worth £100, it could be worth £500. It's going to fluctuate with the market. But of course, whilst that £300 in the Ruby Steel's case is staked, in that meantime, in that period, you're going to be earning 2% cashback, Spotify reimbursement, and other perks that the card brings. As I mentioned, the Ruby Steel card is probably the most affordable one. You only need to stake £300 worth of CRO, and that is the one people are generally most interested in. So to talk a bit more about this one, let me go into the app and show you how it works. But before I do, of course, on the screen you can see the main perks are that you get 2% cashback and Spotify reimbursed. So 2% cashback, first of all, is a very good perk. I do use credit cards. I have an Amex, I have cashback credit cards, but that's certainly better than any credit card perk I get from a cashback card. And also the Spotify reimbursement essentially is a free $14, roughly 10 or 11 pound every single month. And I'll show you that in the app now. So I'm now in the app, and as you can see, I've got £13 on my card. You can see some transactions I've had at Tesco recently, and this is essentially how the screen will look in your app. If you then click the top right little card icon, it then brings up your card. You can see I've got the Ruby Steel card, and then full card details at the bottom. If you click into that, that then gives you the full card details.
What a stupid question that is.
So you can see with the CRO stake, so I have staked that money, I have locked up the amount of CRO needed. I then get 2% cashback and 100% Spotify reimbursed up to $13.99. So I actually have the family Spotify is what I pay for, which is actually about £17, so about $20. So I don't get the full amount back, but you get up to $14. But it's essentially £10 worth of free money for your Spotify reimbursed that you're going to get back every month. If you go up to higher tier levels, you can get Netflix reimbursed, Amazon Prime reimbursed, and airport lounge access. I'll leave a link in the description where you can see the full card tiers and all their benefits and perks. If I scroll a bit further down, you can then see there's other information. Essentially, there's no charges for this card, no monthly fee, no annual charge. Here it says you need to purchase and hold £300 worth of CRO for 180 days to then receive the benefits of the card. There's some limits. I've never really looked into this massively. To be honest with you, the card is metal, in case you didn't know, which is, I guess, is quite cool. It's got contactless, which is handy. When I go to Tesco's, I always use my Crypto.com card, and it's contactless. It's nice and easy. The base currency for me is GBP, and then there's some terms and conditions at the bottom. So they are the card details. You can then also see some transactions here. So I had one yesterday in Tesco's for £3.18. If I then click into that, you can then see the transaction. If I then go to my accounts, go to my transactions in the top right, I can actually see yesterday that I got 0.2265 worth of CRO as cashback, and that was essentially from spending some money in Tesco. The cashback you get in CRO, so you get cashback in crypto. So it sort of bridges the gap slightly between pounds and the real world, and then crypto and the crypto world, because I'm spending money in pounds in Tesco, for example, and then getting money back, getting cash back in crypto, and that then ultimately contributes more to my crypto portfolio.
Hey, that's pretty good.
If I scroll a bit further down, you can also then see on the 1st of February, I got my Spotify reimbursed. So I got my Spotify rebate of 29 CRO, and once again, because I'm spending on my card, I then also got cashback of a 0.4561. So that's how that actually works in practice. The cashback and the reimbursements are pretty much instant. As soon as you spend money in Tesco's, you get the cashback. As soon as I pay my Spotify every single month by direct debit, I get the cashback and the Spotify reimbursement all in CRO. Which is very quick, very handy, very easy to use. The next thing we're talking about is actually topping up the card. So it's sort of like a debit card, but it's actually a prepaid card. I'll flash something up on the screen now that gives a bit more information on that. There's quite a handy FAQ on Crypto.com's website, and as I said, it's a prepaid card. So it is essentially a debit card, but it's technically classed as a prepaid card, and that then influences how you top it up. So there's 3 different ways to top up, and if I click top up, you can see that. You can either do it via your crypto wallet, so I can use my Ethereum or Bitcoin. You can do it from your fiat wallet, so you can manually transfer money, pounds from your bank account to your fiat wallet on Crypto.com. Or the way that I use is simply my credit card, or it's actually a debit card. So I have my high street debit card here. I could then, if I wanted to, top up £100. If I click that, it then comes up with £100, confirm, and once again the fee is 0%. So there's no fee to top up, there's no annual fee for the card, and you're getting 2% cash back, Spotify reimbursed. So yeah, I'm a fan of it essentially, and it's pretty good, and I've been using it, as I said, now for over a year. Before I talk about some other card tiers now and whether I'm gonna upgrade, in summary, my experience is very good with the card. The cashback is pretty much instant. It's nice to get 2% cashback, which beats other credit cards. It's nice to get my Spotify reimbursed because I listen to a lot of music, so the fact most of my family Spotify package is being paid just by holding this card is great. You have to stake CRO, and even though I guess it's probably risky because it's a crypto investment, for me personally, because I've had this card now for well over a year, CRO has performed well. Even if it hadn't performed well though, and it had gone down in value, I still, as I said, will be getting Spotify reimbursed and I'm getting cash back. So I'm still getting sort of money off or saving money or getting money back every single month I use this card. Very easy to top up, and the cashback is instant and nice. Tops up my crypto portfolio over time. But yeah, that is an updated review of my thoughts using the Crypto.com card. Now the last thing we're gonna get into is upgrading. I currently, in my account, actually have £2,000 worth of CRO. So if I wanted to, I could either move some of my Bitcoin or Ethereum into CRO, or I could simply contribute more money to this to top me up to £3,000 and then get the Royal Indigo or Jade Green card, which gives me 3% cash back, so we're getting more crypto cash back. But I guess the risk is I need more crypto staked, more crypto locked up, more crypto invested in a CRO token to then unlock those perks. My conclusion is that I will probably upgrade, but I'm gonna wait until my CRO reaches 3,000 through referrals. If you do wanna sign up to Crypto.com and get the card, you can get $25. I'll leave my referral link at the top link in the description. But I get some CRO through referrals, I get some CRO, as I've shown, through cashback. over time, hopefully CRO will increase in value. So what I'm planning is when I do hit that £3,000 mark more naturally than investing another grand, I will then probably upgrade to, I'm thinking, the Royal Indigo card. That looks pretty cool. I'll get 3% cash back. I'll then get Spotify reimbursed and Netflix reimbursed. So almost say $25 worth of free money every month on top of any cashback that I get.
I like money.
And then hopefully over time, CRO, as it has done over the last 12 to 15 months, continues to go up in value as Crypto.com does more marketing, gets more out there, and grows over time. But yeah, that wraps up this video. That is a review of the Crypto.com card, specifically the Ruby Steel one that I do have. I'm a fan of it and I'm going to continue to use it every single month. If you do want to get the card, as I mentioned, use my referral link, which will be the first link in the description. Any questions at all on the card or on Crypto.com, let me know. I've got quite a few other Crypto.com videos up already. So any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.